It's Over Like This. I'm On Your Head with James Jackson.
You know what mama said. When you make your bed, you got to lie in it. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, we didn't get it done, or it just wasn't meant to be this season. From where I sit, the two-time reigning MVP didn't show up when he needed to in a win-and-get-in situation in Week 18. So Aaron Rodgers, I'm on your head, man. That bad man had a bad game, didn't he? Against a defense that ranks 30th in scoring, the Packers scored just one touchdown. Against the defense that ranks 30th in third down situations, the Packers went 4 for 12. Against the defense that ranked 30th in goal-to-goal situations, the Packers went 0 for 1. And we know what that is, right? That's shaky, baby. And I don't want to discredit what Dan Campbell and the Lions were doing this season. A team who may have just run out of time at the end of regular season themselves. But still, this is a team that Aaron Rodgers has dominated his whole career. And he picks now, at home, with the playoffs on the line to fold. Y'all know I can't let that slide. I'll give him a little bit of credit, though. He did almost pull off a great run. They had won 4 straight coming into last week, a late season run that we've really only seen one other time in his career. But this time is no storybook ending. And actually, it's kind of funny, because you know what Rodgers gets to do this time around? RELAX, relax. Because Buddy's season is over. And this doesn't just look bad on Ron now. When you drop a game like this, you got to look at the head coach as well. I know I said the Lions are impressive, but still, that's a middle-of-the-pack team at best, right? And that's ironic that LaFleur loses to some average Joes. And what really annoys me is that now that the season is over and it didn't go their way and they're not going to the playoffs, that Rodgers has things to reevaluate in terms of his career. And to me, that means whether he wants to come back and play for Green Bay. And you know what? It sounds cheesy, but maybe he should pack it up after that last game. Because, Aaron, your legacy's in jeopardy like that game show you love hosting so much. I'm on your head.
I mean, it's accurate. It's a tad bit accurate, Stretch.
Hey, man, like I say, man, them divisional games can get dicey. They can go either way. And listen, you got to give it to Dan Campbell because when the season first started, I said that the Detroit Lions would come in absolutely last in that division. And Dan Campbell has went to Detroit and created a new culture amongst that organization and those players. And he was right. They are not the same Detroit Lions. You're going to have to start putting some respect on their name. But moving forward with Aaron Rodgers, I just think it's time for the Jordan Love project to begin. It's time. He's been there 4 or 5 years now, and watching Aaron Rodgers play this year, it's been a very significant drop in production that everybody can see when he didn't have Devontae Adams along his side. Aaron Rodgers is a 4,000-yard passer every year. He threw for 3,600 yards and started off 16 games. And if you look at what Devontae Adams did, like I say, great players, their game travels. So he went to the Raiders, had 100 catches, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, and that's all you need to know. So there might be a reunion between these two young men. I would not doubt it, being that Derek Carr is out of the door. I mean, what's going to be your best option moving forward if you're the Raiders? You got to win. You got Devontae Adams, who's still the best wide receiver in all of football. Hunter Renfrow, Waller, who I think is the best tight end in football. You have to have somebody that can get those guys the ball. And Derek Carr just has not been able to do it. I don't know what they're going to do with Josh Jacobs. I think they should re-sign him because the season that he just came off, he's one of the top 5 running backs in football. And defensively, Chandler Jones and Max Crosby, who I thought should have been a first-team All-Pro, he was not. He made the Pro Bowl. So for the Raiders moving forward, they have to win football games. If not, Josh McDaniels is going to be out of there, and he'll probably be back in New England with Matt Patricia and all of those guys that were there when Tom Brady was playing because there's going to be nowhere for him to go. So for the Raiders, if you want to compete to win the AFC West Divisional Conference, you have to go get you a quarterback, and there will be nobody better fitting for this organization, the weapons that they have, than Aaron Rodgers.
I like that. I like that. Let me read something to you, and let me ask you something. I know you played for the Jets. I like what you're talking about with the Raiders. That makes a ton of sense. But here's A-Rod's current contract. All right, he'll earn a whopping base salary of 1.165 of a signing bonus. All right, that'll be his base salary, 1.165 million.
What is his roster bonus?
All right, here we go. His signing bonus is 58.3.
That is why he will not be there.
You want to know his workout
I've
bonus?
seen this happen in this business over the past 22, 23 years that I've been associated with. Guys that get these huge contracts, they're backloaded with roster bonuses and signing bonuses. I want my money in salary. I don't want a signing bonus, a roster bonus, because they have to make a decision if they're the team, if they want to keep you on the roster after March 1st or whatever the date may be. And you know what, man, we're not cutting this dude no check for no $58 million just for a signing bonus or a roster bonus. That is the reason that he will not be in Green Bay next season.
They're going to cut him a check, though, because here's his dead cap value, which is the most important one of them all. 99.778.
That don't even make sense. That's crazy.
99 million reasons why. And this is why I made the point before I started reading off these stats of what his money line is. Woody, the owner of the Jets, said he's ready to fork out a whole lot of money to bring in a guy that can turn around this team. Who better in a right now situation would be in that position to do so outside of an Aaron Rodgers? And that's a New York market. It'd be interesting.
It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It just doesn't. I just can't see that happening. I mean, obviously, Woody and they've been one of the worst organizations in football over the past 20, 25 years, and they're trying to turn this thing around. Robert Saleh, and they come out the gate 7-2, and basically you're saying, listen, the Jets are going to make the playoffs. All they got to win is 2 or 3 games out of the next 10.
They nosedived.
And they go 8-9.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see the Aaron Rodgers thing working. It doesn't fit from every scenario that I look at offensively for him. It doesn't make sense. But if he wants to continue his legacy and continue to be elite and be one of the top probably quarterbacks in football, he goes to the Raiders. He doesn't go to the Jets.
And you think the Raiders would take that chance with that type of a trade with
Absolutely.
somebody when there's Tom Brady that could be available, there's Jimmy Garoppolo that would come with far less value for getting a hold of him. You think that they go A-Rod?
Moving forward for the Raiders, Aaron Rodgers makes the best sense. But for the New York Jets, it just doesn't fit for me because of their style of play, the wide receivers, the players that they have on the edge, tight ends, and all of those things. It just doesn't make sense for him to go to if he wants to compete to win another world championship.
If you're
the Jets are not,
If you're Josh McDaniels or if you're Robert Saleh and you bring in Aaron Rodgers for the amount that it's going to take for y'all to get him in here, you're done. If it doesn't
I don't think the Raiders care about the money. The Raiders don't care about the cheese. They want to win.
Okay.
They don't care about spending money. They got to pay for the stadium that they just put up there.
Yeah, they do.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah, they do.
And they got to get some people in the stands. And obviously, if Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, they are clearly a better quarterback choice for the New York Jets moving forward. But for him to go to the Jets to play, I just don't see it.